Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum. Wishing you a very good morning to all of you. I hope all of you are doing well and good at your home. Students, before starting lecture, first of all, I would like to congratulate to all for getting a good marks, or you can say very good marks in your first monthly test. I really appreciate your efforts. So I would like to congratulate again for your good marks in monthly test. And I hope you will working hard in the future as well. So, students, what we are going to learn today? Today is again your reinforcement class, means I'm going to review some topics that we have already learned. So, these are topics are from the mathematics section, and overall, this is your lecture number 23. It is not much needed, but still, I want to introduce myself. I am your math teacher, Miss Falak Nas. So, what we are going to review today? First of all, we will do a small review of exercise number 2.3, and the topic that we are going to cover from exercise number 2.3 is GCD by using different methods. And then we are going to review exercise number 2.4 as well, and the topic that we are going to cover from that one is LCM by using different methods. And you all know that these are the topics that these are the exercises from chapter number 2, GCD and LCM. Okay, so let's start. First of all, we will cover our first topic. So, methods to find greatest common divisor, or in short, you can say GCD. Students, there are different methods to find greatest common divisor. Okay, greatest common divisor, or simply you can say GCD. So, what are those methods? So, number one method is by forming sets of divisors, number two by factorization, and number three by division. So, basically, there are three different methods to find GCD. Number one by forming set of divisor, then by factorization, and then by division. Okay, so let's quickly I'm going to explain all these topics. Number one is you have question here, find the GCD of 30 and 24 by forming set of divisors. Okay, what you have to do again, you have to find out GCD of 30 and 24. But which method you are going to apply here? By forming sets of divisors. Okay, by forming sets of divisors. Okay, now divisors means what? Here you have to form the set of divisors in which you will place the number that can divide your given number. Just suppose here your given number is 30, so you have to find out those numbers that can divide the number 30. So let's quickly form the set of divisors. So first as you can see, first here you have set of divisors of 30. Set of divisors of 30 in which you will write the number that can divide your given number 30. So 30 can be divided by 1, it can be divided by 2, it can be divided by 3, it can be divided by 5. Okay, 30 cannot be divided by 4. Okay, it can also divided by 6, 10, 15 and 30. Okay, so these are the number that can divide your given number, that is 30, and no other number can divide this number. Okay, completely we are going to talk about completely divide. Okay, so the next is your number 24, and 24 number can be divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and 24. Means these are the numbers that can divide your given number, that is 24. Okay student, as you can see here I have placed small curly brackets here. As you can see here there are small curly brackets. So what does it mean? If you are going to form set of anything, so you will place the number inside the curly brackets, and it is must. No other round or square bracket, means please do not use square and round bracket. Write it down inside the curly brackets. Okay, it is must. That's why it is called set of divisors of 30 and set of divisors of 24. Now in the next step, what you have to do, you have to find out the common divisors of 30 and 24. Okay, common divisors. So what are common divisors here? First of all, as you can see, 1 is common between 30 and 24. Next common number is 2. Next common number is 3. And the last common divisor is 6. So, common divisors of 30 and 24 are 1, 2, 3 and 6. And as you know, it is a set again, so that's why you will write it down inside the curly bracket. Okay, so common divisors of 30 and 24 is equals to 1, 2, 3 and 6. Okay, now how will you decide your greatest common divisor? You will decide your greatest common divisor with respect to the common divisors with respect to this one. Okay, now as you can see here you have 4 different common divisors. But what does GCD mean? GCD means greatest common divisor. So which number is greatest here? Obviously 6. So the greatest common divisor is 6. Okay, so greatest common divisor means you have to find out the common divisor that should be greatest one. As you can see here you have 4 different types of common divisor, but which one is greatest? Obviously 6. Okay, so 6 is your greatest common divisor, and this is the method that we call sets of divisors method. Okay, now move on to the next method, GCD by factorization method. GCD by factorization method. Okay, what you have question here? Find GCD of 124, 296 and 228 by factorization method. Okay, in factorization method, what you will do? You will resolve each given number into its prime factor. Okay, you will do prime factorization of given numbers. So how will you find out prime factors? For prime factors, you must use prime numbers. What are prime numbers you have? Obviously, they are 2, 3, 5, 7, 11. So you have to use this number. Okay, so let's start from the 124. So what you have to do, you have to resolve this 124 into its prime factors. Okay, so just suppose if you have 124, so how will you start? First, divide this 124 by a suitable prime number. Okay, first suitable number, prime number is 2. So as you can see, this 124 can be divided by 2. So 2 6 are 12 and 2 2s are 4. Okay, now this 62 can also divided by 2. So in the next step, you are going to divide this 62 by 2. 2 3s are 6 and 2 1s are 2. Now next number is you have 31. So what you will do for 31? Obviously, all you know that 31 is a prime number, so it cannot be divided by any other number. So you will divide this 31 directly, like 31 into 1 is 31. Okay, now the next is you have 296. Now first you will divide it with the help of first prime factor. As you can see, your first prime factor is 2. So what you will do for this, I am going to erase all this thing so it will be more clear to all of you. Okay, now I just give me 1 minute. Okay, student, those who are asking some questions, I will reply to you at the end of the session. Okay, so please stop chatting. Now 296. So first you will divide 296 by 2. So 2 ones are 2 is 2, 2 fours are 8 and 2 multiplied by 8 will become 16. So next is you have 148 and 148 can also be divided by 2. So 2 into 7 will become 14 and 2 into 4 will become 8. Next you have 74. So you can also divide 74 by 2 as well. So simply you will divide it by 2. 2 into 3 is 6 and 2 into 7 is 14. Okay, now simply you have last number is 37. So what you will do for this? What you will do for 37? As you know, 37 is a prime number, so simply you will divide it directly. 37 into 1 is 37. Means 37 cannot be broken down into its prime factor because 37 is itself a prime factor. Okay, now next you have 228. So what you will do, again you will start from the least prime factor, and your least prime factor is obviously 2. So 2 into 1 is 2, 2 into 1 is 2 and 2 into 4 is 8. Next you have again 114, and this can also be divided by 2. So you will simply write 2 into 5 is 10. Okay, 1 will be carried to the next number, and 2 into 7 is 14. Okay, now you have 57. Okay, at the end you have 7, that is a even number, so that's why that is a odd number, so obviously you cannot divide it by 2. So 57, you can try to resolve it with 3. So 3 into 1 is 3, and 3 into 9 will become 27. Now last you have 19, and 19 last you have 19, and 19 is a prime number, so obviously you will divide it with 19 again, and 19 into 1 is 19. So these are the prime factors of your given number. So in the next step, what you are going to do, you are going to write down the factors of each given number, just like this. Factors of 124 is equals to 1. Okay, 1, this is 1, and then 1 multiply by 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 31. Okay, now when you are going to write down the factors, you will multiply them. Okay, you will write in multiplication form, do not write the commas in between. Okay, so next prime factors of 296 are 1 multiply by 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 37, and the last number you have 228, and the prime factor of 228 is 1 multiply by 2 multiply by 2 multiply by 3 and multiply by 19. Now these are the prime factors of these are the prime factors of your given number. Okay, now what you have to do, simply make a loop around the common factors. So what common factors are here? Now number 1 is 1, second common is 2, and the last one is this 2. As you can see here, nothing is common in among all of them, so that's why these 3 are the common factors of the given numbers. So in the next step, you are going to write down the common factors of 124, 296 and 228, and I am repeating again, when you are writing the common factors, so you will write it down in the multiplication form. Okay, you are going to multiply your factors. So 1 multiplied by 2 is 2, and 2 multiplied by 2 will become 4. So the GCD of 124, 296 and 228 is 4. Okay, students, if as you can see here, these are the number that we are not going to multiply. Okay, because we are going to find out here GCD. In GCD, we will only multiply the number that are common among the given numbers. Okay, but if you are going to find out LCM, so obviously you will multiply other numbers as well. Okay, this is a difference between GCD. This is a difference between to find out GCD and LCM. Okay, now move on to the last method, that is GCD by division method. So what you have to do here, find the GCD of 754 and 1972 by using division method. Okay, now what you have here, you have two numbers and you have to use division method to find out GCD. Now first what you will do, you will choose your divisor and dividend. Your largest number, that is 1972, will become your dividend, and your smaller number, that is 754, will become your divisor. Now you will solve it like in this way. So first of all, you will write your divisor and dividend. So 754 is your divisor and 1972 is your dividend. So when you are going to multiply it, so what you will get, 754 multiplied by 2 will become 1508, means 1508, and after subtracting 1508 from 1972, what you will get? You will get 464. Okay, 464. Okay, if you get the remainder, while you are finding out the GCD, what you will do, you will take your previous step divisor as your new dividend, or your remainder of the first step will become your divisor. Okay, now you are going to divide 754 by 464. So 464 multiplied by 1, it will become obviously what? 464. And after subtracting 464 from 754, what you will get? You will get 290. Okay, you will get 290. Now Again you are getting remainder here. So what you will do, you will take your previous step divisor as your new dividend. Okay, that is 464 will become now your dividend for the next step, and your previous step remainder, that is 290, it will become your divisor for the new step. So 290 multiplied by 1, it will become obviously 290, and after subtracting 290 from 464, what you will get, you will get 174. Now again you are getting remainder here. So what you will do for this, obviously you will you will take the previous step divisor as your new dividend, that is 290. Okay, now simply divide this 290 by 174, and 174 multiplied by 1, it will become 174. Now what you will do, you will subtract this 174 from 290, and what you will get, 174 minus 290, it will become 116. Now 116 means you are getting another remainder here. So obviously you will solve it until you get your remainder 0. Okay, when you will get your remainder 0, then you will stop, otherwise you won't stop. Okay, so again repeat the previous step by taking 174 as your new dividend and 116 as a divisor. So 116 multiplied by 1, it will become 116, and after subtracting, what you will get, you will get 58. Okay, now again you are getting remainder here. So obviously you are going to take previous step divisor, that is 116, as your new step dividend, and now you are going to divide this 116 by 58. So 58 multiplied by 2 will become 116, and after subtracting, what you will get, 0 as a remainder, means you will get nothing in the remainder. So what you will do, you will stop here. Okay, you will now stop here. Now here you have two numbers, 58 and 2. This 2 basically is your quotient, and this 58 is basically your divisor. So in GCD, what you have to find out, the common divisor. So obviously you are not going to take this 2 as your answer. Basically this 58, okay, this 58 will be your GCD. So the GCD of 754 and 1972 will be 58. Okay, now move on to the next step, next topic, that is LCM. To find out LCM, so there are three different methods to find out LCM. Number one, by forming set of multiples. Number two, by factorization method, and number three, by division method. Okay, so let's start from the first one. Find the LCM of 10, 15 and 20 by forming sets of multiples. Set of multiples means what? Set of multiples means you have to write the multiples of given number, or simply you can say you have to write the table of your given number. So first I am going to make the set of multiples of 10, because your first number is 10, and inside the set, as you know that inside this for set, what you will write, you will place all the number inside the brackets and separated it them with the help of commas. Okay, so the multiples of 10 are 10 ones are 10, 10 multiplied by 2 is 20, 30, 40, and then 120, and so on. This so on means multiples cannot be end, means you can multiply it till no, you don't know where you will end. So that's why you are going to place at the end dot dot dot, and it is must. Okay, because it is continue. Next you have set of multiples of 15, that are 15 multiplied by 1 is 15, 15 multiplied by 2 is 30, 15 multiplied by 3 is 45, and so on until you will get some common multiples. Okay, then you will write set of multiples of 20. Just suppose what you have set of multiples of 20, you have this one, 20 multiplied by 1 is 20, 20 multiplied by 2 is 40, 20 multiplied by 3 is 60, and so on. Okay, students, these dots are must. Okay, why this is must? Because this multiple set, this set is a continuous set. Okay, you will never end it, you can't end it, means you cannot say this is the last multiple of the given number. That's why you will write so on, and it is must. Okay, now in the next step, what you are going to do, you are to find out the common multiples. So what are common multiples here? Number one is 60. As you can see that 60 is common among all three numbers. Next is 120. As you can see, 120 is also common. So your common multiples are 60, 120 and so on. Means if you will find more multiples, you will get more common multiples. Okay, that's why we are going to write here so on as well. And it is when I was checking your copies, students, when I was checking your copies, what I have saw that most of you didn't write this dot 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 dot, and I am repeating again, it is must. So least common multiple, for least common multiple, what you will say? 60. Least means the lowest or the lastest or the lesser one. Okay, so the least common multiple here is 60. Okay, now move on to the next one. Find the LCM of 16, 28, 196 by factorization method. Means what you have to do, you have to resolve each given number, that is 16, 28 and 196, into its prime factors. Okay, you have to break it down into its prime factor. So let's start from 16. So 16 can be divided by 2, so you will write 2 multiplied by 8 is 16. Okay, and then 8 can be also divided by 2, so 2 into 4 is 8, and then this 4 can be divided by 2 again, so you will write 2 into 2 is 4, and this 2 can be divided by again, so you will write 2 into 1 is 2. Okay, now next you have 28, and as you know 28 can also divided by 2, so we will start always from the least prime number. Okay, so we will start from 2, so 2 into 1 is 2 and 2 into 4 is 8, and then you have 14, and you know 14 can be divided by 2, so 2 into 7 is 14, and you have last 7 that can be divided by 7 only, so 7 into 1 is 7. Next you have 196. Now how will you divide 196? Okay, obviously by 2. Students, I am repeating again, please stop chatting. I will answer you at the end of the session. Okay, so please do not say Assalamu alaikum, how are you, and this and that. Okay, during the middle of the lecture. Now 196. So 2 multiplied by 9 is 18 and 2 multiplied by 8 is 16. Okay, 1 will be carried here, so it will become 2 multiplied by 8 is 16. Now this 98 can be divided by 2 as well, so 2 into 4 is 8 and 2 multiplied by 9 is 18. Now here you have 49. This 49 can be divided by 7, so you will write 7 into 7 is 49 and 7 into 1 is 7. Now what you will get here, you will get all the prime factors of your given number. So in the next step, what you are going to do, you are going to write down the factors of what? Factors of 16, that are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 2. Next you will write factors of 28, that are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 7. And next factors of 196 are 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 7 multiplied by 7. I am repeating again, when you are making the set, so you will separate each number with the comma, but when you are writing the factors, you will place sign of multiplication between them. Okay, now in the next step you are going to find out the common factors. So common factors here are these two, obviously this one, so you will write this one is also a common factor. Okay, next one you have what? Okay, since you are find out here LCM, so what you will do, you will also make loop around the factors between two numbers as well. So as you can see here, this 7 is also common, so you will make the loop around it as well, and nothing is more common here. So first of all, you will write your common factors, that are 2 and 2. Okay, then you will multiply them, so 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, and then you will write your all remaining factors, that are number 1 7, then this 2, okay, and then the 7. Okay, so all factors you will write it down at the end, and then you are going to multiply them all as well. So 4 multiplied by 7 will become 28, and 2 multiplied by 2 will become 4, and then you have 7. So 24 multiplied by 28 multiplied by 4 will become 112. Multiplied by 7, it will become 784. So the LCM of 16, 28 and 196 is 784. Okay. So this is the way to find out the LCM by using factorization method. Now the last method is find the LCM of 40, 110 and 80 by division method. Okay. Now what you are going to use here? You are going to use division method here to find LCM of 40, 110 and 80. Okay. So let's start. So what you will do? For division method, you will write all number in a horizontal line. Okay. Just like this. Okay, you will write all numbers in horizontal line. Just suppose 40, 110 and 80 and separating them by the help of comma. Okay, now what you will do, first you will resolve it into its prime factors. So as you know that 40, 110 and 80 can be divided by 2, so that's why we are going to take first number 2 as a divisor. Now how will you divide it? Obviously 2 into 2 is 4 and 0, and 2 5s are 2 multiplied by 5 is 10, and 2 multiplied by 5 is 10, and 2 multiplied by 40 will become 80, or 2 into 4 is 80, and you will copy down your 0. Okay, now next, as you can see here, 20 and 40, this 20 and 40 can be divided by 2, but this 50 cannot. But since you are using the division method, so it's okay. So you are going to multiply it by 2. How? You will simply write 2 multiplied by 10 is 20. Since 55 cannot be divided by 2, so you will copy down is as it is, and then 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, and then your 0, or you can say 2 multiplied by 20 is 40. Okay, now as you know that in the next line you have 10 and 20, and again 10 and 20 can be divided by 2 but not 55, but it's okay. So we are going to take our next number 2 again. So you are going to divide this 2. So 2 multiplied by 5 is 10, and 2 multiplied by 10 will become 20. Okay, now as you can see here, you have 5 and 55, and this 5 and 55 cannot be divided by 2. Okay, so what you will do, you will divide this 2 by what? Obviously, you will divide this 10 by 2. So simply you will write in the next step, you will copy it 5 as it is, 55 as it is, and divide this 10 by 2. So 2 multiplied by 5 will become 10. And then next you have 5. So you are going to take 5 as a next prime number. And 5 multiplied by 1 is 5, and 5 1 is 5, 5 1 to 1 is 5, so means 5 multiplied by 11 is 55, and then 5 1 to 1 is 5. Now last you have 11, so simply you will divide this 11 by 11, and 11 multiplied by 1 will become 11. Now if you get 1 at the last row, so what you will say that it is the end of your division. So simply what you are going to do, you are going to multiply this prime factors just like this. So 2 multiply by 2, multiply by 2, multiply by 2, multiply by 5, and multiply by 11. Okay, so now you are going to make the pairs so that your calculation will become easier. So 2 multiply by 2 is 4, 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, this 4, okay, this one and this one, and 5 multiplied by 11 is 55. Now 4 multiplied by 4 will become 16, and 16 multiplied by 55, it will become 880. So 880 is the LCM of 40, 110 and 80. So students, that's all for today's lecture. Now we are move towards the question answer sessions. So what you have to do, you have to solve these one. So what you have question here, find the GCD of 256 and 320 by division method. Okay, students, start solving it in your copy and tell me the answer. And as you all know that we are going to give you grades on your class participation. So if I am going to call the name of any student, so he or she must reply. Okay students, you are okay, you are right solving it. So while till then I'm going to mark your attendance, so please do not go anywhere. I am just taking the snapshot of your participants list. Okay, so all of you are giving the right answer. Most of you are giving the right answer, but not all. Okay, I'm going to solve you here. Look at here, how will you solve? Okay beta, okay, okay, fine. Okay, fine. Now let's look at here. How will you do? You are going to use division method here, so you will start it this way. Okay, you will write 256 and inside it you will write 322. Since 322 is greater than 256, that's why 320 will be your dividend and 256 for your divisor. So 256 into 1 is 256. Now you are going to subtract it. Okay, now you are going to subtract it here. So 6 cannot be subtracted from 0, so you are going to take carry from the next number, so it will become 10. So 10 minus 6 will become 4. Okay, now here you have 11 left. Now you are going to take carry from here, so it will become 11. 11 multiplied by 5 will become 6. Okay, now you are getting your remainder here. So what you will do, you will continue it again. Why you are continuing? Because you have a remainder. So for this you will take 256 as your dividend. So here you will write 256. Okay, so 64 multiplied by 4. Okay, 64 multiplied by 4 will become 256, and after subtracting you will get nothing here. So your GCD will be what? 1 minute. Your GCD is equals to, okay, your GCD is equals to 64, not this 4. Okay, is it clear? Beta, is it clear? Please write it down in the chat box. Okay. Now solve the next one, and please try to solve faster because we are running out of time. I'm going to erase all these things. So now next what you have, find the LCM of 33, 44 and 66 by division method. Find the LCM of 33, 44 and 66. Students, I am waiting. Use the division method. Okay, please use the division method. Do not use any other method. In division method, what you will do, you will write all the numbers in a single line and separate it them with commas, and then start to solve it from least prime number. Means you are going to start it from 2. Okay, you are taking a lot of time. Okay, now I'm going to solve it. Now let's check it here. First you will make this type of line, then you will write it 33, 44 and 66. Okay, now I'm going to solve it with 2 first. So 33 will remain same, and 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, and then 2 multiplied by 3 is 6, 2 multiplied by 3 is 6. So here you have 2, so again I'm going to solve it by 2. 33 will be copied as it is. 2 multiplied by 1 is 2, 2 multiplied by 1 is 2, your comma, and then 33 will copy down as it is because obviously it cannot be divided by 2. Now next you have 3, so you are going to divide it by 3. 3 into 1 is 3, 3 into 1 is 3. 11 will be copied as it is because it cannot be divided by 3. And again you have 33, means 3 into 1 is 3, 3 into 1 is 3. So in the last step, what you have 11. What you have here 11, and you know 11 can be divided by only 11. Okay, so 11 into 1 is 11, comma, 11 into 1 is 11, comma, and 11 into 1 is 11. Okay, now what numbers you get here? 2, 3, 2, 2, 3, 11. So simply you will find out the LCM like this. You will simply write 2 multiplied by 2 multiplied by 3 multiplied by 11. Okay, now what you will get here, 2 multiplied by 2 is 4, and then 3 multiplied by 11 is 33, and 4 multiplied by 33 will become 132. So 132 is the LCM of 33, 44 and 66. Okay, now that's the end of the lecture, students. If you want to ask any questions, please write it down in the chat box. Students, why all of you are saying no questions? Students, please ask some questions. I know it is very easy. Yes, I know it is easy. It's very easy and interesting as well. Yes, student, you are right. Okay, if you are not going to ask any question, if you are not interested in asking questions, so I'm going to end my session here. So at the last, in the last, I want to say thank you. Thank you so much for being with me. Thanks a lot.